Wondering what your favorite K-pop songs are actually saying?
It's time for Coin 노래방 where we decipher their lyrics and listen to them live.
We are kicking things in this week off with Detour and Jasmine and Coin and Narby. 안녕하세요.
Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back, everybody. How is you?
How is me?
I mean, we meet Detour every week, so we're just going to ask Jasmine how was her week.
관심 없어요.
Same.
Bye, Detour.
I'm doing good. I just took out my wisdom tooth like a few days ago. So I'm struggling. 사랑니.
그럼
Yeah.
사랑이 부족하겠네요.
My heart's like broken and my whole mouth feels broken too.
When did you take it
That's
off?
great. Like 4 days ago, but I'm not sure if it's supposed to hurt this bad this long.
It does actually for a few days.
But I heard like the places that are really like strategic with it, like it only hurts for like 2 days for some people. For me, I still can't even like eat properly or talk like with my mouth.
Oh no, what have they done?
I don't know.
Was your face swollen though?
It was until yesterday. Now it's a little. My whole cheek, like both sides, are swollen. I only did one side, but
뭐
I look
잘못된
like a
거
chipmunk.
아니에요? Oh yeah, mine was
Yeah.
like a chipmunk. I had a very big thing lump
Yeah.
there. Cause some
Second day, my
people,
whole
they're
face
fine.
was swollen.
Oh wow.
So I was a bit confused, but I'm good. I'm good. I just
Oh, good.
can't sing today live, so that's a bummer. But
Oh, it's okay.
it'll be fine.
At least you're getting better.
you know, yeah.
And for D2, I heard you have a rough morning this morning.
Yeah.
What happened?
So, like as you guys know, I come from kind of far away. I live in a city called Chuncheon, and it's about. If you drive, it'll take about an hour and 40 minutes to get here.
오, 그 오래. 와.
Yeah, and it was raining like cats and dogs in the morning.
맞아요.
So I couldn't really like. I had to think in the middle, like, should I be late and safe or should I end up dead? I want to choose between one or two, but luckily I'm here. I'm not that late, but, you know, I came in a rush. And, you know, I was driving and the PD님, she called me like, hey, the track that you sent is a little strange. Can you check it? So I checked it while I was driving. And it was wrong. It was like kind of like
Wrong track.
yeah, it was a wrong track. So
어떡해.
I had to pull my car over to the side in the middle of a highway,
Wow.
which
my
is so
God.
dangerous. But I had no choice. So I did. Luckily, I had a computer with me, which was like the battery was like 8% left. So I was like,
Yo, you had a rough morning.
yes.
But
now
at the
I'm
end, you
here.
made it.
And I made it. I sent her the right try, and then I made it here.
아 진짜 I'm glad you came here saying you know
그러니까.
다음에 이런 상황 있으면 천천히 와. We can have just Jasmine for the first half an hour first, you know. I don't want to hear like oh D2 got into an accident and we go oh 어떡해, you know that would be so bad.
That's your reaction.
Oh, okay.
어떡해.
Now back to Jasmine.
oh 어떡해, the show must go on. Jasmine, how are you? 막 이렇게 할 거예요. Actually, we have already a welcome message here. Cloudcase message. Is it okay for you to talk a lot, Jasmine?
Yeah, I can talk because I just, you know, it doesn't require me to like like open my mouth and like
Oh,
stuff.
okay.
use too many muscles. So
다행이다.
I'm fine.
Okay, can you read the first message for us then?
But
Let's test you
the
out.
whole the paragraph one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cloudcase.
Hello, 디투어님. 매주 월요일 디투어님 라이브 들을 때마다 3부에서는 항상 눈치 보면서 이어폰 꽂은 귀도 긴 머리로 가리고 일하는 척하면서 들었었는데
네.
오늘만큼은 마음 편하게 코인 노래방을 들을 수 있어요.
오.
Cause 소곤소곤 버스가 휴가 갔거든요.
Nice.
월요일이지만 완전 기분 좋은 거였죠. 흐흐흐. 오늘도 두 분의 하모니 기대도 되죠?
So this listener could finally listen to Detour singing live.
Thank you.
Really, because the boss is actually not there.
Yeah.
He went somewhere else. So nice. Looking forward to two of their chemistry.
Yeah, but
Siska.
today, unfortunately, Jasmine is not going to be singing.
괜찮아요. At least we can make Detour sing for us. Siska Adriana saying, wait, Jasmine just took out wisdom teeth and will sing today? Wow, 대박. 아니, she's not singing today. She can't actually.
You will hear the
Recorded
the
version.
recorded
Right,
version,
right.
which is probably gonna be better. So
Elena Bella say, what a challenging morning you had the tour, but we're
Oh,
glad you
yes.
made it. So happy you're here with us.
I know. I'm so glad too. I thought I wasn't gonna make it.
Oh,
Yeah,
will
but you
make
made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
다행입니다.
진짜, I know that feeling. It's horrible, 진짜.
처음부터님의 메시지는 디투어가 읽어주세요.
역시 월요일은 디토님의 라이브 덕에 하나도 힘들지 않아요.
맞아요. Thanks to the tour, every Monday Blue is always like gone. CIW say that, first time being able to watch live. Hiyo!
Oh, hey!
everyone. Welcome to the
Yay.
show. Hope you enjoy. So today, I'm so curious. What song? Who's going to start for us actually today?
It's gonna be me.
Oh.
And the song is 잔나비 주저하는 연인들을 위하여.
What's 주저?
주저, like hesitate.
Ah.
So the English title for this song is For Lovers Who Hesitate.
Ah, that's sad.
Yeah, and the song is actually, it's not about couple. It is about people who are starting their love. So this song, the lyrics are saying that, so for the people who wants to get in a relationship, who wants to start their love, but who's hesitating because, they are afraid of getting hurt, of breakups and stuff.
나네?
Yeah, just like you. For people who can't start their love. So the lyrics is basically saying, hey, you don't need to be afraid of that. If you like that person, just go. Don't hesitate and hug them.
Aww.
That's basically what it's saying.
That's so good. The problem is I have nobody to hug or. That's so sad. 슬프다.
So I got curious. What's the reason you chose this song?
So it's one of my favorite songs. The first song that I ever listened to this artist, 잔나비. And if you guys heard of the original one, I think they played it, the original one last week. And it has a very like Oriental vibe
Right.
to it, with a very interesting, like the use of instruments. So they have like this horn solo, French. I think it's French horn, which is very uncommon instrument to use in K-pop.
Right, exactly.
So I wanted to challenge, and also the lyrics are very poetic. So a lot of people, when I first started this whole adaptation thing, they recommended me this song, and I was willing to do it too.
Right. So two pieces say 잔나비 오늘 날씨랑 어울리네요. Perfect for this weather. Morning night has say, yay, 잔나비. Glad I was up early. Morning night, let us know where you are from, because we want to know which country you are. And actually, our new 작가님 Michelle is back as a 작가님. For those who missed the show, is actually saying, you want to read this?
Nice to meet you, Detour and Jasmine. So excited for today's Coin 노래방.
Michelle, thanks for making this script so smooth like butter. So, okay, before we go into this song, I'm so curious. Detour and Jasmine. So you say that this song is for people who are like, having hesitant on those things. Are you guys a type who could easily fall in love, or do you also have this difficulty of like falling for?
Well, I think I've changed. When I was young, I didn't really hesitate a lot. Yeah, I just, went for it when I felt like, oh, I like this person. But as I was getting older, I was like, maybe she, I have to be more considerate. And also based on the experience that I went through before, I'm like, oh, I know who I match with and who I don't. So because of that experiences, sometimes I see myself hesitating before even starting to like someone.
역시 이러다가 우리 고독사예요.
I know.
진짜.
What about Jasmine though?
Yeah.
So I've always been the same since I was pretty young back in high school, but the initial attraction I have to someone is like always like there, and for sure it's an emotion that I feel, but when I feel that I get really hesitant to go deeper, like further from attraction.
Right.
And so I don't know, I heard it's some kind of like defense mechanism.
Right.
But also the same way when like you start liking someone and you start to realize they might like you back, and then you kind of run away from it. Or, like, push away.
맞아.
So I know a lot of people struggle with this and
Right.
could relate, but that's one of the things.
That's a
that I'm
charisma of
hesitant.
사랑. So are you guys 금사빠? 금방사? Are you guys like fall really hard for people really quick?
I think nowadays, no. I used to be.
You used to be, but nowadays no. 웃기고
Yeah.
있네. 사람 그렇게 변할 수 있니? No,
I've long lived. I lived long enough to realize that.
Tachi actually said, I think Detour has many experience about love.
Do I?
I don't know about love, but girls young.
I think I do.
Yes. Another message from Cloud K님이 잔나비와 디투어님의 그림에 그려지지가 않는데 또 이런 내 생각을 깨트려 주시겠죠? 기대가 됩니다.
Wow, didn't expect the combo of Dito and Jannabi. Sorry, so English. Jannabi. But I'm
Okay.
sure you guys will go above my expectations again. So excited.
Okay, so let's not stall this anymore. So let's go through some of the lyrics that you point out. Yeah.
So before I point out the lyrics, I also want to mention about the arrangement here. So this is done by my friend Quartermaster, and he did a really good job on transferring from the Oriental vibe that I mentioned earlier to like a British pop or British rock kind of vibe. So you guys can check that out later.
British pop
Yeah, like
style.
Oasis or like, you know,
Oh.
like the late Beatles kind of like vibe
Wow.
and U2 kind of vibe, you know? Yeah, the Brit rock.
Oh, British
So you can,
style.
yeah, you can check that out later.
How difficult was it for the lyrics then?
I would, if there's a maximum, I would give that maximum.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
5-star
super
out of
hard.
5.
5 out of 5.
So how long did it take you to do this whole thing?
I really can't remember. About a couple weeks.
Wow.
Because first the lyrics are so good.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like I'm not sure if the listener, the K writer here are really fluent in English or not, but I hope you guys check the original lyrics as well. I'm gonna go over them a few lines over here, but it is really, really well written.
Poetic.
Yeah, and I mean the content is so great too. So. Yeah, I'm gonna point it out right now.
All right, let us know which parts do you
So
want to highlight.
the first one goes 나는 읽기 쉬운 마음이야. 당신도 쓱 훑고 가셔요.
어렵다.
So that's the Korean. So it means like I am 읽기 쉬운 마음 is it's a heart that is easy to read.
Right.
So I had to come up with a metaphor that if it's something that you could read, then probably it's a book. So
Right.
I wrote, I'm an easy book to skim through, which means skim through means like, you know, looking at it like,
Quickly reading it,
quickly, right? Quickly reading. So I wrote, I am an easy book to skim through. 당신도 쓱 훑고 가셔요. So I had to put like, you can come too and read it too. So I wrote, maybe you could come and take a look at my heart.
I don't know why, but sorry, I want to laugh because 뭔가 디토가 얘기하니까 it sounds so naughty. Like, 아무튼 무슨 날라리 같아요 with the tour. Anyway, yeah, let's move on.
Yeah. So it means like, you know, this guy is basically saying that, oh, I'm not a complicated person to read. I'm not
Right.
perplexed. So you can just come easily and take a look at me because I won't be confusing.
Right.
It's a really clever metaphor. The second one is 달랠 길 없는 외로운 마음 있지. 달랠 길 없는 외로운 마음. It's like,
어렵다, 이런 거.
yeah, a lonely heart that you cannot calm or ease. So I had to write something that has rhymes too. I got to think about the rhymes. So I wrote, when your lonely heart goes a little bit too far. Like going too far means like going over the border. Like it's going too far away so that it's hard to like catch it back. So if your heart is lonely, it's so lonely, like then I had to think about, oh, your heart was so lonely that it went too far.
Well, honestly, for foreigners like me, by the way, people don't know I'm actually half Korean only. When I see the words like 훑어보다, 당신도 쓱 훑고 가셔요, and 달래기 없는 외로, this kind of words, it's like topic level 6. You know, it's like
Sort of, yeah.
어려운 것 같아.
Yeah.
I don't think I can handle it. If this appeared in my exam, I'm gonna fail translating it. You know, explain the following word, right? With other words, I'm gonna be, huh? 와, 어렵다 이거.
So let's move on.
Yeah. So and then I had a couple more to point out. 내게 긴 여운을 남겨줘요. 사랑을 해줘요. 여운, it's like something that lingers after it's gone, like
Right.
an aftertaste. So, or an echo. So I wrote, oh, a mark is something that you leave. So I wrote, I hope that you could leave me marks of love. Maybe that's all I ever want. So it also rhymes too. And then lastly, 미련 남길 바엔 그리워 아픈 게 나아. 서둘러 안겨본 그 품은 따스할 테니. So
어렵다.
미련 남길 바.
When I see this now, I know why you say it's level 5.
It's really hard. It's really poetic.
Wow.
So 미련 is like regret. So instead of leaving regret, it's better to get hurt. So I'm really proud of this line I wrote here. I'll choose to be hurt rather than just giving up. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
yeah. Instead of giving up and regretting, I'm gonna choose to hurt myself.
Give it a try.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. 서둘러 안겨본 그 품은 따스할 테니. I wanted to use the word hesitate because it's part of the English title.
Right.
So I wrote, I wouldn't hesitate to go and feel your warm embrace.
야, 역시 Janabi. This lyrics
Wasabi.
is so very deep there. And now I really understand why it's so difficult for you to actually do this in English.
All right. So thank you so much for the explanation. Anything else you want to point out?
Well, yeah, there's many more. Like actually, each line I put so much effort on it. So I really do hope you guys. There's a recorded version uploaded in my YouTube channel.
Right.
So if you guys could check it out and then compare like the Korean lyrics and the English lyrics that I wrote, it'll be like a very like mind blowing time. I can guarantee. Yeah.
This is really 진짜 high level요, I must say. So today, are you going to sing this live for us?
I am going to sing it live.
Yo! Are you ready though? You had a hectic morning. Are you going to cry while singing
And
this?
he didn't do the sound check today as well.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
I didn't. No.
Oh, it's okay. You're good. We'll appreciate you however you are,
Well, I beg your pardon, but I'll try my best. So.
Okay, so we're gonna be hearing Detour with 주저하는 연인들을 위해, the original song by 잔나비, and be back soon.
I am an easy book to skim through. Maybe you could come and take a look. When your lonely heart goes a little bit too far, I have a place for you. I hope that you can leave me marks of love. Maybe that's all I ever want. Only if I could, if you let me, sure I would shine on your darkest time with the brightest light of mine. In some time, when the night comes closer, I'll be writing down our secrets on my own. And I will put a bookmark right on that very night for me to read them all alone. I can't overlook my growing heart. Who would quit before they would even start? I'll choose to be hurt rather than just give it up. I wouldn't hesitate to go and feel your warm embrace. In some time, when the night comes closer, I'll be writing down our secrets on my own. And I will put a bookmark right on that very night for me to read them all alone. When it's time to face another ending, let's not turn around so quickly, promise me. And as you're walking backwards, I'll look into your eyes so I can cherish your goodbye. Love comes and goes, just like the seasons change. I know there's a start and there's an end. I'm gonna bloom even together soon once again forever. Against all odds, my love will still dream as if it's the first time. No matter what, I won't postpone my dreams as if it's my last time.
야, 엄살쟁이. Yeah, this is how professional he is, right? Even though he's like, not ready, no sound check, everything, he just do it right away. 진정한 artist다, artist.
Thank you.
Tachi actually say, Detour is so smart translating hot Korean words in English songs. He's very dedicated to his work.
Thank
Raul
you.
says, wow, the lyrics are so beautiful.
Yeah.
Right. Two people say, 나중에 Detour 먼디 segment은 영어 공부 위해서 아이한테 따로 들려줘도 좋겠어요. 맞아요, 진짜요. 특히 진짜 even for foreigners who want to learn Korean, I think this will be also good opportunity. Because you don't only have to know the meaning of it, you also have to understand it fully, right?
Yeah.
That's why 너무 좋아요.
Yeah, Milas Divine Grace says Detour is a genius translating the lyrics.
Kitty girl say, I'm falling in love with this song.
Yes, and 마지막 메시지는 Jasmine이 읽어주세요.
Cloud K says, wow, 잔나비님이 생각나지 않아요. 자꾸 스티비 원더가 오버랩돼요. 너무 좋아.
Oh, Stevie Wonder.
My idol.
That's a very nice compliment.
Yeah.
And
thank
CYW
you.
also said, oh, this does have Oasis vibe in the guitar. A little bit like Wonderwall.
Yeah.
되게 좋다. Actually, I must say, even towards the end, I feel like it was like some drama OST or ending credits 같은 느낌이에요. I do understand what the British thing you were saying.
Right.
With
the
Janabi, it was amazing. Thank you. So, Jasmine, how do you think? What do you think about it? Was it good?
I mean, I always loved the Korean version of this song. And to hear Detour's translation of it, it's really, really intricate translations, like with the poetic phrases and the really complicated word choices.
Right.
한 수 배워가네요, 또. Learning every day.
Guys, very soon, Jasmine is also going to explain her version of her song. If you guys are curious what song she brought in, stay tuned in part 3. We're going to be back after a song. This is Kwonjina with Good.
Welcome back to the part 3 of the show. You're listening to Kride on TBS EFM 101.3 in Seoul and surrounding areas and 90.5 in Busan. I'm your driver, Samuel.
And I'm the driver, Alexander. You can listen live with our updated mobile app, TBS EFM, or catch our visual radio over on YouTube under the same name.
Yes. And you can always tune in at our website, tbsefm.soul.kr. And let's get to some of your answers to today's But
Right.
we don't have any
A lot of
answers.
people actually did not listen to the chip and cue of the day
그러게요.
today.
Chip and
여러분,
cue.
다시 한번 얘기할게요.
Yeah.
Listen carefully. I'm so disappointed that you did not pay attention to the question.
So today's chip and question of the day is 내 삶에 변화가 필요한 부분은 무엇인가요?
What area of your life needs a change? And of course, we're in the studio with Detour and Jasmine in the
Yes,
studio
yes.
for Korean 노래방. And we want to ask you guys the same question.
What do you want to
is
change?
something you want to change in your life?
Jasmine first?
That's a really broad question.
It is,
Maybe
but
that's
if you
why
have to
people
choose
didn't
one,
answer. They have to think so hard and long.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah.
No,
It could not only one thing. You could choose
Probably like-
anything.
if I kind of say it in a way as my 2022 resolution.
벌써? 좋다.
It's the same thing.
Before I go there, did you complete your 2021 resolution?
No. Well, I don't even remember what I wrote.
야.
Every year we make a new resolution
Right.
list and then we forget it exists,
안
right?
돼.
After the first month.
Right.
But 매번 다짐은 새로 하죠. 2022 resolution would be to write more original songs and I want to go on like a walk or run at least like 3 times a week. Just because I want to get into the habit of running or walking even.
So you want to have
lot.
a healthier lifestyle.
Yeah, I don't want to be like like 일주일에 한 3-4번 like gym에서만 가고 막 폭격하고
Right,
오고
right.
but I kind of want to like have that habit in my lifestyle.
Like a routine thing in life.
Yeah, so that I don't get burned out and I don't just my condition won't be so like up and down all the time.
맞아요. That's a good one. That's a good change for you.
Yeah.
디토님은 you look extraordinarily different today.
Yes, very good. In fact.
What kind of change do you want?
The change that I need is that I really want to start cleaning up my room.
Yeah?
Like I have my own way of organizing my stuff at my desk and everything, but
I feel like you're very organized. You look like you have a little, how do you say, OCD?
OCD, yeah, OCD.
Yeah.
I'm
like that?
totally opposite. Like, but I know where my stuff is. But sometimes, like, I live with my parents, and sadly, and they sometimes get kind of angry at me when my room is kind of like
A mess?
Yeah.
Hey,
big,
come
big,
to my
big
office
mess.
tell. 그럼 할 말 없을 거야.
Oh, really?
Mine is, yeah.
Okay.
근데
I
for
don't need
people
to.
like you, I usually give the advice of start decluttering your
What
place.
is it?
안
Just get
먹혀.
rid of the
안
stuff
먹혀.
you have.
Oh.
Sam has been convincing me. Actually, I'm trying right
Yeah?
now.
It's really
So,
hard, though.
It's difficult.
I'm-
Everything you hold, you
yeah.
think you're going to use it someday.
Right. I even have like 25 pens that I
So you guys are
been using
maximalists?
I think so. I
Yeah.
am.
These two are, yeah.
And
Yeah.
decluttering is impossible for
맞아.
those kind of
What are you
people.
though?
I'm a maximalist,
Yeah?
but I became a lot more of a minimal. Like I like read books and articles about how to be a minimalist because I
Right.
felt like I needed it in my life.
Sam is
Kind
doing
of helped.
that.
Yeah, and it kind of helped.
It does.
Yeah. I feel like the more you declutter, like it's like your mind, your like mind space gets decluttered as well.
근데 Jasmine 맞아. You know
맞아.
what? Your room reflects how your thoughts are.
맞아.
And my room is really a mess. Which means my head is a mess also, I think. 진짜 그렇게 생각해요.
Oh, are you okay?
갑자기 울고 싶어.
I mean,
can't
speaking
believe it.
of that, how about we I want to ask you guys: does like buying more stuff or given a new stuff for your house like add values to your life?
미안한데,
Yeah?
you know, look at YouTube. If you guys tune in YouTube right now, if
Yeah.
you see Sam with his necklace thing here, black color, the white color shirt, 검사 같아. He's like interrogating us. Like questioning. 그런 것 같아. 검사 질문. Yeah. What was the question?
Definitely, yeah.
So having new stuff, like a lot of new stuff, adds value to your life. Does it?
I think it does.
Yeah.
Like I want to brag on my new smartwatch that
What?
I bought a few days ago.
Do you utilize it fully though?
It's really, I could unlock my phone with my mask on. That's one thing.
Okay.
But I think I agree with the fact that, it adds value to my life if I buy new stuff.
Do you guys hear the pulse with him while he's speaking? Like, yeah.
I think it's because like it gives you that temporary satisfaction and
Yeah,
it
right.
fulfills you because you have that like empty space. Like everyone has that space and they
Right.
fill it with, buying new things. And
Oh, 백포.
as time goes on, like if you forget that you have that, you really realize you never needed it
Right.
anyway.
맞아요.
Like I have an Apple Watch too, and when I first bought it, I like used it a lot and utilized it to its fullest. And then
You
when
don't use it anymore.
well, and then I like it turned off, so like I like put it to the side and I forgot it for like a whole month,
Oh no.
and then I found it and I realized like, oh, wow, I didn't need it.
Right.
It didn't, but I guess it's different for
It's
every
gonna
person.
go on for me for at least a year. Please don't ruin my,
지켜보자 우리. If after a few weeks we see Detour's hand is like empty, then we know what happened. Anyway, we have a few messages here from our listeners. Monet
Right.
Knight actually replied saying that, I'm from Saudi Arabia, Sander. It's almost 7 a.m. here. Couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd hang out with you guys. Hope you're doing well, Sander, and happy for your offline concert, Sam.
Thank you.
I see you're growing your hair out. Well, the 10 minutes I spent here were delightful, but I really need to sleep now. PD, I won't know which song Jasmine will cover. Take care, everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, good night.
Thank you so much for the message.
Yeah, you're
Side
growing
of
your
it.
hair, right?
Yeah, I am growing it back.
How long are you thinking to grow?
Down until it reaches my chest, I say.
I kind of want to grow together with him
Yeah?
and see whose hair grow faster. 누가 더 야한 생각 많이 하는지 한번 비교 볼까요? CYW also say I'm in Austin, Texas. It's not that late here. Oh,
What time is it
Austin.
there?
Austin,
It
Texas.
should be around like what?
1 a.m.
Fun fact, guys, I lived in Austin before when I was young.
진짜?
Yeah, I used to live in Austin for like 4 years. But
So what
I
is the
don't
time
remember.
difference? Oh, you don't remember?
Because I was born in America, I lived in Austin from age 0 to 4.
Oh, PD님 gave us the answer. It's 10:07 p.m. at night. Oh, perfect time to listen to K-Ride after your dinner.
Yeah.
9258님's message. Just what you want to
Oh.
get for us.
21년생을 키우는 79년생 엄마예요. 토요일에 100일 잔치했습니다.
와.
돌잔치도 학교 입학도 예, 돌잔치도 학교 입학도 K-라이드와 함께.
And you touch it. Oh my god, somebody. Oh,
The outfit.
so 너무 귀여워.
근데 아기 미소가 되게 여유롭다.
보통 애기들 이런 표정 안 지우는데요, right? They're like so 짜증이 많거나
맞아요.
더워, you know, but this is a happy baby.
Yeah.
와, 진짜 너무 귀여워.
너무 귀엽다.
반지까지 봐봐. So
Is
cute,
that
the
a ring? I thought that was a band-aid.
Me too. I thought it was a
그러니까.
밴드인지 아는데 진짜 반지가.
I think it's a gold
너무
ring.
귀여워. 야, 귀여워. 잠깐만,
Good
isn't
smile.
돌잔치 where you pick the thing?
Right.
뭐 잡았는지 알려주세요.
그럼 좋을 것 같아요.
I want to know what this baby picked actually. So curious. 100일이었어요. 100일 돌 아니구나. 100일.
Yes, yes. Anyways, going back to the segment, I think it's time where Jasmine bring up a song she has.
What's up,
today.
Jasmine?
Yeah, so I brought up the song 산책 by 백예린.
Oh.
And this is from her new album where she it's like a remake of all the songs that already
Okay.
exist.
Right.
And this song is originally sung and written by an artist called Sohee. I didn't know her and I didn't know the original song, but when I listened to Baekhyerin's version of it in the album, I was very, very inspired to translate it because it's also very difficult and kind of deep and poetic, like what Detour did in the previous song.
So it might be. Was it difficult for you to do this then?
It definitely was difficult, but it motivated me to do it more quick, like faster and like in a more focused time. Just because I like things that are more challenging and new.
Right.
So it was really fun doing it.
Nice. So first of all, Suncheck, this song, I'm not familiar with it actually. It's about talking about what, having a walk? Is it a love song, a breakup song?
So you could say this is like a breakup song with someone that you can never see again. When I saw the lyrics for the first time and listened to it, I kind of interpreted it even with like, what's 사별 in English? Like,
Saying bye.
Death and
Like,
goodbyes.
yeah, like
farewells.
it even felt like a song you could like have with your pet that just passed away or your like loved one that passed away and missing the person, reminiscing the person,
Any
and just
kinds of farewell.
yeah, and like going on a walk to just like even remind yourself of that person or the living thing that you miss again,
Right. Oh.
So,
interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't always have to be, 사별, but it's you
It's
you can't see
relatable
the
in the
person.
situation. Interesting. So how long did it take you to do this piece of song?
I would say the overall like rough translation took like an hour, and then I had to go back in and edit some of the phrases and words, picking the right word choices.
Right.
That like express the original Korean phrase properly.
Let us look into it then.
So
Were there any like difficult ones? Or anything you want to highlight?
yeah, so in verse 1, there's a phrase that says 좁다란 길 향기를 채우는 가로등 빛 물든 진달래꽃.
Wow.
이 향기를 그와 함께 맡으면 참 좋겠네.
So how did you translate it?
야, 이거 어렵다.
It's really hard to like explain 가로등 빛 물든 진달래꽃 in English because I think 진달래꽃 in English is some kind of like complicated,
Right.
flower name. I said this tiny road is filled up with a smell, the scent of petals tinted in the light. And scent of petals tinted in the light. I made that kind of a connection to the metaphor walking in this perfume. The third phrase, oh, how special would this walk in this perfume be if with you? So it's like
easier to understand when you put it that way, actually.
yeah, so I kind of made it so that you could it's like when the scent kind of sends you down to memory lane and as you're walking down and you smell it, it's like it's filled with memories with the person that you're missing.
Right. That's not the lyrics that if you just do literal translation, it would sound weird, I must say, right? Because like when me walking down the road, I smell the flower and the smell of the flower and the road is the same. I'm like, huh? The lamppost and it's like, what are you talking about, right? If you sang it literally, I think people are going to be like, what the heck are you talking about? 근데 너무 좋다. After you translate it in that way, I think now I do understand more about the point.
Yeah.
Right. Is there anything else?
Yeah, in the chorus there was a phrase that I had to kind of work with. It says 물로 그린 그림처럼 사라지네. 보고 싶어라. 오늘도 그 사람을 떠올리려 산책을 하네. And the 물로 그린 그림처럼 사라지네 is referring to the person that they miss. So it's like it's like when you don't see the person you miss for a really long time, you kind of faintly remember the details of how they look.
Right.
It's like you can't really remember anymore. And at first, I kind of want to say watercolor paint because it's like watercolor paint is like it's very
faint sound.
blurred out and very
Right.
faint. But it was very hard to match like the phrasing and the rhyme and syllables. So I translated it to a face that disappears like rain on oil paint.
Oh, it rhymes too. Ooh.
And so a rain on oil paint, if you know like oil paint is a paint, but it's made of oil. So it's kind of water resistant as well. When it rains, you could kind of imagine it's like a smudging silhouette, but not completely washed away. And also,
that's deep.
yeah. So it's like you can see the person, but can't remember the details of the face.
너무 좋다.
Yeah.
Oh.
And
Anything I see that there are actually more behind it. 대기는 차갑게 감싸고 what's 대기?
yeah, that was another part where I was really
I thought 대기 is like
stuck
waiting.
on. Yeah, that's what I thought too.
대기는 차갑게 감싸고.
Yeah, and I didn't imagine a word like 대기 would be used in a lyrical phrase, but it translates to atmosphere.
아.
And in the verse, when it says 대기는 차갑게 감싸고, it means that the atmosphere is really cold. It was also like talking about how the absence of the person makes the atmosphere cold. So I translated it by saying, with the air, your emptiness feels cold.
Wow, you know what? If you didn't tell me, I would misunderstand the lyrics. 대기는 차갑게 감싸고. I would thought it's like, waiting is like so cold. I really did not know 대기 has other meaning, Because 대기실 이렇게 얘기하잖아. 대기.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
와, 어렵다 이런 거.
Yeah.
Topic fail.
Yeah, there's like a lot more. Just like the song that Detour translated, every line has it was difficult to translate, and it was really eye opening for me. But these were some of the highlights that I want to talk about.
And I actually see one more line you want to point out.
Oh yeah. So another one that I really like translating. In the last chorus, it says 내가 쏙 들어 앉아 있던 그 눈동자. And it's kind of hard to understand it if you just read it in Korean.
내가
But-
쑥 들어 앉아
있던
있던
그
그
눈동자.
눈동자. What? Your eyeballs are sitting down there? I don't know.
So the literal translation of this lyric is, I go inside your eyeballs and sit down inside.
That's Ooh, I like it. Yo, if I sing that way, whoa. I'm sitting
So
inside
how
your
do you?
eyeballs. Oh,
So
man.
how did you translate?
Yeah,
this?
so this phrase was a part of like an explanation of how, when like
remembering the times when how the person looked at me. And so the way I used to sit right in the gaze of your eyes.
Oh.
And so when someone just like looks at you in like a really warm way and just like can't keep their eyes off you, it's like I'm always sitting in your sight, like the gaze.
Right.
Because gaze is the way you look at someone.
맞아요.
And that was a metaphorical way of saying the way you used to look at me.
오, 되게 예쁘게 잘하셨다.
그러게요.
So beautifully done.
되게 좋은데요.
Right, once again, today Jasmine had her love tooth bulbous. So she took out her
Bulbous.
wisdom tooth. Bulbous. So yeah, she took out her wisdom tooth. So she can't sing live here.
Right.
I'm so glad that at least she could talk to us and share with us.
And we're gonna have a listen to her recorded version of today's her song of the day.
Right.
So we're gonna have a listen to Jasmine with 산책 English version, original song by 백예린.
That was beautiful. Who did the guitar? Who played the guitar?
Oh, so yeah, the guitar is played by someone in our team. Is
Heejun.
Heejun
Yeah,
Kim
Heejun Kim.
Heejun.
I thought it was 해갈, but it's a different one, right?
There's
Yeah.
another guitarist in that
Okay.
team.
This
Yeah.
song is originally the 백예린 cover version is a piano version,
Right.
but we wanted to do a guitar version.
너무
So
좋아.
he did so well in creating
Yeah.
the vibes of the
Right.
song.
Okay.
The
Tell us
song
a
is
little bit
so-
more about him, though. Like, is he a solo musician or just an instrument player?
So he plays the instrument as well as
Yeah.
track making and mixing as well.
믹싱까지.
Yeah, he's actually one of my closest friends.
Okay.
He is in Boston right now. He's
Okay.
studying in Berkeley. Yeah, we go a long way back till the first university I went to. So he is currently studying for music producing.
Right.
And he did mixing and engineering. He also does a lot of like, instrumental guitar playing. And
I'm curious, like, who did he work for in the past?
who did he work for?
Yeah, because I heard he was a producer as well. Like,
Oh no, he's
not was, but
studying.
studying.
He's
all right.
still
역시
studying.
디토는 무슨 Berkeley K 마피아 같아. Raul say, "Wow, your voice is so adorable. Perfect to hear it with the eyes closed." 눈 감고 들으면 진짜 you're gonna feel it. 9334 says, "산책's too beautiful. It makes me tearful." 깜짝이야. Siska Adriano say, "Jasmine's soft and soothing voice suits well this song." Perfect. Janice around say, "Oh, nice sweet voice of Jasmine listening this English version song. Stay sweet all the time and feel well, Jasmine."
Thank you.
So while listening to this song, we had such a fun off-air talk. 너무 좋았어요.
What was the conversation about?
About how life is, how our love life is like such a failure.
How people meet and break up.
Right,
Yeah.
how Detour is gonna have a nice dinner tonight.
Oh my god.
Yeah. Kitty girl say, Jasmine, I love the way you sing this song, so relaxing and bring romantic feeling.
Thank you.
Right, Cloud K last message. Detour want to read for us?
Yeah, Cloud K says 노래 듣고 있으니까 가사는 뭔가 따뜻한 것 같은데 반대로 전 겨울 쓸쓸한 골목길 생각나요.
Wow, so this song is very warm and nice, but it also reminds this listener as of a cold winter alley. 너무 좋아요.
맞아요.
Anyway, thank you so much, and I hope your wisdom tooth heals well.
Thank you.
Hopefully, there's no complication.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Detour, next week you're gonna come back. You want to tease anything?
Actually, I heard that I am not gonna be here next
Yeah.
week.
Oh,
We're gonna be taking a
really?
break for a
Oh,
week.
you're having a break. 좋겠다.
I am having a break.
Yeah, you need it because you're having steak tonight without us. Yeah, 너무 부럽다.
맛있겠다.
진짜. 우리- Once again, to remind everybody, our chip and cue of today, please answer. It's what area of your life needs a change?
내 삶에 변화가 필요한 부분은 무엇인지 메시지를 보내주세요. 그리고 여러분 다음 주는 한 주 쉬고 그 다음 주 22일에 다시 돌아오도록 하겠습니다.
Right. With that, hope you have a good rest and
Yeah.
Jasmine get well soon with
Thank
your
you.
wisdom
Thank
tooth.
you.
We're gonna say goodbye to you with this song by Chongyeon. This is 하루의 끝, end of the day. Drive safe and see you next week. Bye.
Bye.